Hey, what's going on guys, Vision Bricks here, and I am back again with another video. Now today's video is actually very exciting for me, and I'm sure it's exciting for a lot of you guys because this is another mock video. It's a mock video that I actually have been teasing for quite some time over on the Instagram page, you know, in the stories and on the physical page itself, and even a little bit over in the community tab for you guys. And so in today's video, I'm finally going to be revealing this mock, so let's just go ahead and jump on in. So in today's wonderful video, I'm going to be showcasing a brand new mock to all of you, and I'm pretty excited about this one. This one is actually based on a very classic film that came out in 1939, and obviously by the thumbnail of this video, that film I'm speaking of is The Wizard of Oz. Now The Wizard of Oz actually is based on a book. The film was based on a book, and there were other books that were made by the author L. Frank Baum, and then there's also been several other film adaptations like sequels and sort of reboots and remakes of the franchise. There even have been stage plays for it as well. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with it. It's a pretty popular franchise. So with this mock, I wanted to take a scene that was very iconic to the book and to the movie, something that would be easily recognizable and very memorable from the film, and that was the Yellow Brick Road. I feel like everybody knows what the Yellow Brick Road is. Will definitely be able to visualize it in your head as soon as you say that name. Now, in both the film and the book, the Yellow Brick Road is a very long and winding path that leads Dorothy and her friends, the Cowardly Lion, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and of course her pet dog Toto. This is the road that leads them to Emerald City, and they're trying to get to Emerald City so that they can speak to the Wizard of Oz, so that he can be able to help them with their problems that they face on the journey. I won't say too much for those of you guys that probably have not seen the film, and if that's the case, I definitely do encourage you guys to go ahead and give it a watch because it's a very cool film. I enjoyed it. I think you guys will too, especially if you're into musical type films and classic type movies. I think you'll definitely enjoy it while watching it. So the first thing I wanted to design when making this mock was the Yellow Brick Road itself, because that is something that was going to be very crucial to this build and something that was going to be very necessary to the build. If it's a Yellow Brick Road mock, there's got to be a Yellow Brick Road in it. And what I did here was I used these 2x2 yellow tiles and I placed them in a pattern that creates this sort of brick flooring effect, something that you do see with the Yellow Brick Road, and so that was what I had to do there. If I had used 1x2 yellow tiles, it would have made it more intricate and even more detailed, but I didn't have that in my collection, so I had to use what I had here. I also used some of these 1x2 yellow plates and some jumper plates, which allows me to attach the figures to the mock so that they don't fall off. But not only that, I also used it because it would create this sort of worn out effect on the Yellow Brick Road to show that the road has been there for some time and it's been sitting here and, you know, taking some damage along the way. So I definitely do like the sort of texturization that this adds to the Yellow Brick Road, and it definitely helps to kind of make it stand out and look as detailed as possible. Moving along, I started to focus on making the foliage design to put on both the left and right side of the Yellow Brick Road, and I used all sorts of different plant pieces. So I have some of these with the flower stem pieces and some others with big leaf pieces, and I also use some of these pink flowers to put on the stem plant pieces because it gives that sort of pop to the foliage so that it's not just all green. And not just that, it's even accurate to the film from what you can see because there are different flowers and stuff growing within the grass, and just to give that whole sort of bright and colorful look that you get to see once the movie changes from black and white and into color, which is something that I love about the film and find very fascinating about it because it definitely does add a bit of style to it. And plus, I mean, you're in this very colorful location where you have an Emerald City and everything like that, it's definitely necessary to have color there because you can't really show that on a black and white film. The next part that I created was the border outline for the mock, and this was something that I wanted to be a bit different about, not to have it where everything was just this one solid color in black covering up the interior of what's going on inside the mock. I wanted to make it stand out, and so what I did here was I used these reddish brown tiles and I had them attached to these bracket plates on the inside where they're using a snot technique, and it allows it to be set into the mock just ever so slightly and not fully flush with the border outline itself, which I think adds a bit of character to it, adds a bit of style and uniqueness to the border. And not only that, but it does hold a sort of display factor to it, which is something that I like about this MOC and how it turned out when it was finished. The display factor becomes even more evident when you flip the MOC over, actually, because you can see these 4 assemblies of 2x2 round plates and 2x2 rounded bottom plates at the bottom, which creates these sort of legs for the bottom of the MOC. It wasn't necessary, but I added it last minute, and I felt like it definitely made the MOC stand out. It definitely added something extra to it that I felt kind of spiced it up a bit. So that's why I added that there, and I definitely like how that turned out. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and even consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on more content just like this in the future. I also want to remind you guys that there is currently a giveaway happening here on the channel for these Bill and Ted custom minifigures from minifigs.me. They actually provided these to the channel along with the review copy. So if you guys haven't seen that video, be sure to go ahead and give it a watch. Now, all you guys have to do for this giveaway to be able to have a chance at winning these Bill and Ted figures is to simply like that video of the review, to subscribe to the channel, of course, if you guys enjoy the content, and even share the video too. As a bonus entry, you guys can also comment your favorite 80s film down below in the comment section and the reason why it's your favorite 80s film. If you don't comment why, I can't give you that second entry because I feel like anyone could easily just say some random name like, oh, I like Back to the Future, and you've never seen Back to the Future a day in your life. Like, I don't want that. I want you to have a connection to the film, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So with that being said, I'm Vision Bricks. Hope you all have an amazing day. Remember to always think outside the box, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.